Okay, here I am on Stave Lake again in British Columbia, Canada. Private lake used for logging. There's nobody, I believe, living along here. But miles and miles of forest and lake, surrounded by bald eagles, bear signs everywhere. I have not seen a brown or black yet, but I have seen some huge cougar prints, the biggest I've seen, actually, the size of my foot, my size 13 shoes. Anyway, okay, today I'm reading you an article from the Arizona Republic newspaper from Phoenix, Arizona in the United States. And this was published on their front page February 12, 1984. So that is almost 40 years old. And it's actually 40-year anniversary since the movie came out, E.T. Extraterrestrial by Steven Spielberg. Anyway, this is an article about that, about the medical treatment. Anyway, you can look it up in newspapers by Ancestry.com, and you can read the whole article there, look at the photographs. I'll put a copy on this video for you to look at as well, especially the pictures are interesting. Okay, the title is Doctors Give Tongue-in-Cheek Critique of E.T.'s Care. Of course, E.T. stands for Extraterrestrial. Okay, E.T. could have sued for malpractice, but he went home instead. Gentle and lovable E.T. did not even contact a lawyer after he almost died on this planet in 1982. But some medical experts now say he probably had a good case against the doctors who treated him in Steven Spielberg's E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Seriously, real-life doctors are making a big deal over the type of medical treatment E.T. received. Some emergency medicine specialists say doctors in the movie not only may have failed to recognize that E.T. could have been suffering from a drug overdose, but they apparently neglected a basic procedure that is taught in first-year medical students. And again, to explain that a little further, first-year medical students are apparently taught to consider someone who's in a coma to have hypoglycemia, which is low glucose, causing that because that is so easy to treat. You just give them a shot of glucose, or sometimes you can give it even orally, and they wake up and get better. The glucose is corrected. So a very simple treatment procedure, but can be definitely life-saving. Excuse the motorboat behind me. There are motorboats, motorcycles, airplanes, helicopters, and logging trucks. And fortunately right now there are no bears, lions, or we don't have tigers up here. Anyway. Okay, so let's get back to what should have happened to E.T. And again, I'd just like to point out that this discussion of medical treatment for E.T. was published over 100 times in various newspapers and journal articles. Okay, a debate on the subject has been carried on for more than a year in the letters column of the Medical Monthly Annals of Emergency Medicine. In the February issue, Dr. Alexander Lampone of St. John's Medical Hospital of Santa Monica, California, the actor doctor who headed the medical team that tended to the creature, defended his actions, but he did indicate some uncertainty, noting, well, now you know what to give an alien from space. How do you know? You have no idea. Excuse me, bugs are coming out. Okay, this is the wilderness. So, of course. Okay, anyway, the article goes on, and I've read a similar article in a different newspaper, the Minneapolis, Minnesota Tribune, and so you can look at the whole article, or you can listen to my video on that newspaper. But let me get to the conclusions. Is that ET's doctors joined in the fray in February issue, writing, I am pleased that our efforts did not go unnoticed by those with knowledge to judge and evaluate the scene. Then, having dismissed virtually all of the deficiencies in ET's care by using the, quote, Spielberg cut it in the editing, unquote, scenario, Lampone seems to conclude that it does not matter since the patient survived anyway. Specifically, Lampone asserted that he and his colleagues gave ET several doses of naloxone, a common narcotic antagonist, and he said that contrary to the allegations against him, little Elliot, the boy's family, and friends were quizzed on ET's eating habits. As to the dosages, he said, well, how do you know what to give an alien from outer space? His heart arrested and we were going to shock him with electrical shocks, but if you shock someone with a crystalline skin, how do you know that he won't just crack open? Besides, Lampone said, you can rest assured that ET received the very best care. God was on our side and ET lives. He'll be back. Spielberg won't settle for second best for his alien. Spielberg is that kind of guy. So again, we have another article out of Phoenix, Arizona on the medical treatment of ET, the extraterrestrial. And again, I have coined the term EXOMEDICINE many years ago and published articles on it. You can read about these in researchgate.net and academia.edu, discussing exomedicine, and mostly as it relates to ET, the extraterrestrial, and other things that could have been done that were not in the movie. Even though they were in the movie, they ended up on the cutting room floor, per Dr. Alexander Lampone, who was the head of the medical resuscitation team in the movie. So please see that. Please see the movie mentions with the cast, and you'll see my name there, and Dr. Jonathan Wasserburgers as well, and Dr. Lampone, as well as the other members who are discussing the medical treatment for extraterrestrials. And again, I do note that it's even more relevant today as the U.S. government has finally admitted that extraterrestrials or space aliens exist, and President Obama sort of admitted that they may even be walking among us here on Earth. He wouldn't deny that they weren't, which indicates to me that he knows something more than we know. And don't forget, he had access to the little black book that is only available to presence in the Library of Congress, with all the conspiracy theories and answers to the world's major problems in that little black book. He was president. That's one of the first things apparently that he did, was go see this little black book in the Library of Congress. Okay, so the other thing is that the U.S. Navy, Air Force have all spotted many UFOs recently and been uncertain as to what they are. But a major statement was that they exhibited technology that we had no idea how they could do that. For example, make turns, stop, hover, take off vertically at, Mach 30 or whatever. Anyway, unusual technology that we do not know anything about. Okay, so that's Extraterrestrial. If you have any comments or questions, please add those at the end. Thumbs up are appreciated. Please subscribe to my channel, Gary Ordog, for many more of these exciting conversations. I will be doing many more, and not only this topic, but many other topics as well. And often controversial topics. I was doing medical topics, but they did not appreciate my talking on medicine and thought that was too dangerous. I don't believe they know what they're talking about. But anyway, if you don't like that, you can comment on that. But they have removed some of my videos because I was talking about medications that they felt were too dangerous to talk about. Anyway, I am a medical doctor and a medical toxicologist, board certified in that and board certified in emergency medicine. So I am, I believe, extremely qualified to talk on that. I've written many hundreds of peer-reviewed medical articles on the topics, and as well textbooks and many textbook chapters. Okay, thank you. This dictation is over, and I hope you appreciate it. Please stay tuned for others. Stay safe, have a good life, and we'll see you soon on video. Thank you.